I saw that new Denzel movie. It was interesting. That's all I'll say. It was fascinating. But
Bad or
weird.
good?
I don't know how to say out of my mouth as a young black man who wants to be a part of Hollywood that Denzel and Spike made a bad movie. I don't want to say that.
Hold on, because I'm ready to get into it. I tell you what. We'll show that.
I don't think it was bad. I think I was watching it and there were just so many weird choices in it to a point where I was like, it wasn't like the movie was bad. It wasn't like the characters were bad. It was almost like, you know how we have like the whole YouTube zeitgeist of how, I don't know, you know how Mr. Beast will be like, well, that's not going to get retention. It was like watching a movie that I knew how to fix while I was watching. I was like, wait, why is there a music score here? It was just strange things were happening. It was like Denzel's having a very passionate conversation, but for some reason they just start playing like loud jazz music in the background. I'm like,
oh, a Spike Lee special.
But a friend of mine said that same thing. He was like, oh, haven't you seen Chirac? And I'm like, what's wrong with Chirac? And he's like, you should go see Chirac. And then I was like, oh, but I'm like, nah, these my OGs. Like, there's no way my goats are washed. Like, I don't want to say that.
Like, it sounds like you want to say that.
Let me say this.
I can't say that. I'm trying to be a part of their. I'm trying to get them on my podcast one day in the future.
That's why you need to get behind me. Get behind me, JD. 2 seconds. Get behind me. Get behind me. Spike Lee is the most overrated director in Hollywood.
Absolutely not.
He has been gifted Denzel Washington for like half of his career.
That's a terrible take.
No, he's been gifted Denzel Washington so much, and there's
so many other movies.
There's no way that he has not like produced like uber bangers with Denzel Washington.
He has though. Have you seen Inside Man? Okay, Inside Man is insane. That movie is so good.
There's really only 2.
He's done 5. He's done 6 with Denzel.
No, I know. No. I'm saying there's only 2 good ones.
I'm about to say, name me 3 overrated movies he's did with just Denzel.
Like Pesos just said, He Got Game. What is it? Mo Better Blues.
Overrated?
He Got Game is overrated. Is crazy.
Yes. The same concept that you were just talking about.
You don't know
with
ball.
The music.
I'm playing.
The same concept that you were just talking about with the music exists in He Got Game. They'll be in the middle of a monologue, and then all you hear is a trumpet.
But here's the thing. I agree. I agree that those scenarios can happen, but I don't think that makes it a bad movie. It's almost just like there were bad decisions made in the editing room. And I don't know if that's all on Spike. A part of me is just like Spike had to watch this back, right? There was a part where I was like, he had to watch this back.
And he approved it. That's the part he approved.
And if he approved it, then I stand by my Morehouse brother.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
No, I don't know. I just know that there were just specifically for the movie that just came out, the highest to lowest, which is like a remake and or its own version of High and Low made by Kurosawa. So it's hard to watch that and then see what Kurosawa made, because Kurosawa movies it's like on some Casablanca type level of movie making. And it was just interesting. There was just a lot of like question marks as I was watching. I was like, okay, why does Denzel have that hairpiece on? He can't sell that age anymore. And it's so black. It would be one thing if it had a little gray in it. That part was losing me immediately. I was like, okay, I get it. He's on his Bill Belichick. He's an OG. He's a DiCaprio. And then his wife to me looked like she was his daughter. I was like, okay, let's remove this. I got to stop rationalizing what's happening right now.
Thinking too hard.
But then there were just like editing moments where I was just like, wait, this is a weird edit. That's a weird edit.
I just blame 2K at this point. I just blame 2K. He was too focused on the My Career story, and he let this go to hell. And that's
it does feel like a 2K story too.
And that's my headcanon. So I'm gonna blame 2K.
Freaking environment. It feels like that 2014 game. I played that one. That was hilarious. I don't know, man.
Turned that into a real movie? Is that what you said?
It almost kind of was.
That's kind of crazy.
It kind of was. It could have been written by Ronnie and his people. I don't know. I don't know. Frequency vibrations.
From
that's
2K to the big screen. I love it.
Damn.
That's a real adaptation right
Funny
there.
enough, Spike Lee wrote the story y'all are talking about right now.
No, so he didn't write it. See, okay, so there's that. That was the part. Me and my friend watched it, and it was such a weird experience because my friend wasn't like. I'm not like I won't be weird or loud, obviously, during a film, but there were moments where like I couldn't help myself but make like small smirks. I'm like, huh? What? Like I'm doing it to myself because I'm trying to respect the room. Also, you got to be mindful. This movie was killing in the room. There was like people who were Gen X and older, and I'm a millennial. I'm in my 30s. They're in their 40s and up. They were loving it, and I was like, "Am I in Bizarro Land? Like, am I tripping? Like these jokes are corny." And this is and you, like I was like, these scenes are hacky. This is crazy to me. And you could hear like aunties in there like, that's and I was like, I'm tripping. And it was, you know why? It was one of the first movies where I saw someone like Jeffrey Wright, like he couldn't, as good as he is, it made him look like he couldn't act. And I was like,
awful, dog.
I was like, I'm going
to say,
insane.
by every metric, this sounds like a horrible movie. And I'll just say, by the fifth, I'm gonna just say the movie's below mid. You only got 5 audible.
It's
audible
one of those,
audible.
Bro.
You only got about 5
it was
of those.
crazy.
That you couldn't help it. That's what you're saying too.
What's worse is like my homie invited me, who I've known since high school, who's like a record exec, right? So he's watching a movie and I'm not seeing him make any type of like look at it like this is weird. So I'm like, oh shit, maybe I'm like the dickhead friend who hates this film. And like he's loving it. I'm thinking that, but then eventually, like in the third act, also that was a part of the movie that made no sense. I was like, bro, this movie, there's no reason that it's cracking 2 hours and 15 minutes. I was like, it's a long movie right now. And then my friend finally at one scene was like, and I was like, thank God, I'm not the only one. I was like, I'm not going crazy. This is like, I don't want to call it a bad movie, but it was a weird movie. It was so weird. And then you see like movie reviewers online, because I'm like, let me wait and see like people who go to movies all the time, see what they think. And I feel like they were trying to give it a review that wasn't harsh. It felt like they were going out of their way to be like, well, here's like they kind of break down the story, explain how much they love Denzel and love Spike, and then towards the middle they're like, there were some very weird choices, and they skate by it, and then they get to the end and it's like their whole review's over. And I'm like, bro, I couldn't be a movie reviewer. Get me out of here. I'm sorry.
People have a hard time like talking about a legacy act the way that you can and should talk about a legacy act. And it's okay if we're I know it's gonna sound crazy when I say this, but I feel comfortable enough saying this. It's okay if we've moved past Spike Lee. Like it sounds crazy. I promise you it sounds crazy. But I hear you. I saw Denzel in Gladiator, right? I just saw him in Gladiator. Thumbs up.
Yeah.
If the way that you're and I just saw Jeffrey Wright in what's it called? American Fiction?
Right.
Too long ago. And that was 2 thumbs up. That's good. If you're describing it exactly how it is, and I trust you, I promise you, they won't see $1 from me, even if it's Wednesday or Tuesday at the movie theater. We can move past that.
True, you can move past that. Here's the thing, also though, because someone told me this. It's produced by Apple. It's an Apple TV film, and it's coming out in like a week on Apple TV. So if you have that and want to watch it in passing that way, or literally put it on 3 times speed and just see if I'm crazy, I feel like that's an option. But I also heard that F1 movie had some weird choices in it. And it almost
I've only heard good things about that.
I heard it was
okay. You've heard good things. I've heard
great
maybe
things.
I don't know. I've heard some people say that it's a good movie, but it feels like the story might be, pushed fast or all over the place. Like it felt like Denzel and Spike made the movie that they wanted, but then also the studio made the choices they wanted with the edit. That's what it felt like. Or we can just blame it on Spike. But I don't know. A part of me doesn't want to do that. Maybe because I just had maybe I haven't seen all of the things that he's made, but I think Spike's.
I'm leaning with Omar. I think it's time we can just move on from Spike. The Knicks did it. If the Knicks can move on from Spike Lee, I think we can. They're on a Timothy Chalamet. I don't think we gotta be that disrespectful. We don't gotta go young and white. But if the Knicks can move on from Spike, I think we can too.
Moving on to Timothy is crazy. I hear you though.
I'm trying to figure out.
You name his borough.
I can't. Manhattan? Is that his borough?
Juilliard? Like what?
Timothy. Apparently, the women love Timothy. That's what they say.
Apparently the men do too. He is a star. And hey, listen, he lived them Knick games, boy. He is New York.
Well, this is what we need to do. We'll just transition from. We got Ryan Coogler coming up. Just go ahead and push out Spike Lee. He goes to more an advisor role. Him and Tyler Perry just played the top and just like let everybody else work.
I don't think we want Tyler Perry playing the top of anything right now. I don't. You know what? Let me shut up.
Tyler Perry got a lot of shows out there, Damo.
He does.
This is the last thing I'll say, and it's gonna ruin it for everybody. You saying Tyler Perry just reminded me of something. That's something that kind of it felt like towards the end. I was like, it felt like Tyler Perry presents a Spike Lee joint. That's what now
he's watched. He's what Spike Lee making Tyler Perry joints now.
But it just and that's why I can't wrap my head around him making those decisions. There was like just weird decisions.
Spike Lee phoned a friend, and the friend was Tyler Perry.
The wife, like there was like moments in the movie where the exposition was just left entirely out, and I was like, "Am I missing something?" Like, because the movie's about his son getting kidnapped for a ransom, right? So they show that in the commercial. Mind you, the commercial cut, whoever cut the commercial, the edit, cut it perfectly. They told the story and the beats correctly in 1:30. And then you watch the movie and it was not edited in that same way at all. Like there was no exposition about his son being kidnapped. He randomly just went on a phone call outside. They didn't even like zoom in to show his expression when he's being told that your son's being kidnapped by what's a boy's name, the rapper? I don't know why I'm tripping right now.
ASAP, by the way.
Yeah, him and ASAP probably had the best scene together, if I'm being honest. ASAP can play himself pretty well.
How was Ice Spice?
She wasn't bad. She was just
in the
Ice
movie?
Spice.
Ice Spice is in the movie.
Ice Spice is in a movie for like 40 seconds being her. She's just in there like, oh my God, I got an album coming. And it's oh my God.
Rick Fox is also in the movie.
That was a lot. That was a lot. Yeah. It was, yeah.
That's they're spamming stars. It's one of those movies where they spam stars.
Like consider the cameos, right?
Yeah,
Mind you, consider that they were selling like an ASAP Rocky track off of the film. It almost felt like the movie was one long promo for his new music. It was weird.
Oh, that's
it was
cool.
so
he
weird.
isn't washed in this movie. Now let me chill.
It was just weird. And that's why I'm like, I don't think it was their choice to make these decisions. It almost felt like Apple was trying to sell subscriptions.
Now I'm about to hate. Wait, what's the name of the movie? Because now I gotta see the whole cast.
Highest to lowest.
Oh, Rod Strickland is also in the movie, and we don't have to keep harping on this movie. Rod Strickland is in this movie.
I shouldn't have done this on camera. We should delete the vibe.
No, on a serious note,
I love you and all your work, everyone who's watching.